I'm Bryan Mulligan, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Applied Information. I'm a civil engineer. I started off doing design work and then moved over into construction and did some pretty interesting things, including building a synchrolift, which is a marine platform out over the ocean to be able to pick ships up on winches. I built a bridge over what's called the Breda River, the wide river outside Cape Town in South Africa. And that led me into the security business. And the security business is where I really first was introduced to the business of electronics. Really developed a sense for systems engineering. And I came across these folks here in Atlanta who made electronic sports scoreboards. And our technology guys and software guys made those sports scoreboards score British sports. So we took American sports scoring technology for baseball and American football and made it score cricket and rugby and things like that. And it was a great partnership between us and the American company, and they decided to buy my company in South Africa. That led me to do sports scoreboards in America, the NFL and hockey and basketball and so forth. And that led me to the traffic business, where we did these electronic signs over the highway. And that led me to build a business called Intelligent Devices, and then sold that. And some 13 years ago, decided I've got one more big run in me. And where did I hear about Applied Information? Well, it was a little voice in my head. I was sitting in Johannesburg Airport, having been to a mine. The folks were running open-cast coal mines that I was looking at whether we could apply our technology to that. And the thing with open-cast coal mines is that there are destruction of a massive scale where all these guys run coal mining by shouting at each other. And so what they all needed was information to run better coal mines. And so that was where my initial thought of applying that information to do better open-cast coal mining. I had a restraint of trade in the traffic business at the time, and I thought, well, what I'm going to do is build a business in the coal mining industry and are using applied information to make coal mining better. Previously, we in the technology business turned our customers into systems integrators, where they had to put systems together based on bits and pieces that we solved them. Now we actually sell them an integrated solution that they just apply power. The GPS knows where it is, the wireless telematics work, the cloud software works. And so it's a pre-integrated solution that's much easier to deploy and maintain than previous systems. If I'm talking to folks who are not in the traffic business and I'm explaining what we do, we're in the business of changing the world. We're in the business of saving lives by getting paramedics to citizens in need more quickly. We're in the business of making schools safer by slowing the traffic outside schools. We make transit more reliable and so forth. We're trying to use technology to make the world a better place. When I'd sold the previous company, I went to work for some folks for a while and find that this culture thing is so important because I didn't feel I could thrive in an environment of being micromanaged and office politics and what people think of you as opposed to what you do. Those don't press my buttons. What presses my buttons is seeing that we've got 40 to 45,000 devices out there in 1,500 cities, making a difference in all those folks' lives. Safety is much more than just saving a life of a heart attack, stroke, accident, or an opioid victim. It's all the firefighters in the 1,000 fire trucks that drive around America and Canada that get green lights. The safety we provide to those guys reduces their stress and provides a better quality of life for them. They're more able to and more effectively do their jobs because they've got a freedom from unreasonable risk of harm by having a car crash at a traffic intersection that they're trying to navigate through on the red. And so that's why safety is so rewarding to be in, because you improve the quality of life of many, many people. In 5 or 10 years, the world is going to look like a fundamentally different place to the way it looks now in the technology space. The reason being is that the pace of change in technology is accelerating. We're going to see the need to deploy more technology with less resources. And so that's where companies like Applied Information are positioning ourselves for Glance, our flagship platform, to be at the center of this changing world, where we can more efficiently maintain and operate the traffic infrastructure by spreading shared services over jurisdictions. It wasn't long ago that everybody was convinced that single-use fiber was the only way to communicate with traffic equipment. The world has just moved to wireless and shared infrastructure very rapidly, and those forces, shared infrastructure for the last mile communication as well as for computing, cloud computing, those forces are just going to sweep the traffic industry up and carry it forward into the new world. So in 10 years' time, you're going to see Glance and Applied Information in the center of this new world. As you can see from my gray hair, I've been doing this for a while, and people say to me, well, when are you going to retire? So I said, why would I retire from something that I love doing? So I love coming to work. I love interacting with the planet's most talented people to provide solutions into a market that makes life better for other folks. And that's why we improve the traffic and we save lives.